And we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Now, guys, I want to talk a little bit more about this situation with Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. You guys know he was on the co-main event last night of the Day of Reckoning card. He took on the former WBO champion, Joseph Parker. If you didn't know, I did pick Wilder to win the fight. I said he would stop Joseph Parker in round 6. I actually picked 3 fights on that card. I picked Otto Vailene to defeat Anthony Joshua. I think I said by unanimous decision. I picked Big Baby Miller to defeat Daniel Dubois by unanimous decision. And I was completely wrong on all 3 of those fights. I did go outside of what how I normally pick winners of fights. Typically, I pick fighters based on skill set. I look at their resume. I look at, how well they're able to make adjustments in the ring, and then I do my pick from that. And I didn't do that with these 3 fights. I picked these guys for different reasons. I'll start with Big Baby Miller. I picked Big Baby Miller over Daniel Dubois based on energy. I like the energy coming from Big Baby Miller leading up to the fight at the press conferences, doing interviews. He just seemed like he was so confident that he was going to win this fight. And Daniel Dubois, not so much to me. I thought he was kind of shook a little bit. So I kind of leaned towards Big Baby Miller, knowing that Daniel Dubois was the more skilled of the 2 fighters. So that's where I went wrong there. I picked Wilder based on what I thought he was going to bring to the table, what he learned from Malik Scott, plus having the great equalizer, the right hand. I thought he would stop Joseph Parker in the 6th round, and it didn't happen. I picked Otto Vailene to win by unanimous decision over Anthony Joshua based on Anthony Joshua hit the type of Anthony Joshua. We get different Anthony Joshuas in the ring, and, him up and down and, changing trainers, not being so sure of himself. I just picked Otto Vailene because, first of all, he was a southpaw. Second, he was coming off of 6 straight wins. And I just thought Anthony Joshua really hadn't found himself yet. And I was completely wrong on that. So I'm going to stick to my old formula. I think my old formula works better. I don't pick my winners based on who I like. I pick them based on what I see. So I try to keep it completely 100 with you guys. I try to keep it I try to keep it real. I don't want to just be biased and be on here just cheerleading my favorite fighter. You guys get enough of that on here, and then they complain about mainstream media doing the same thing. So I'm trying to keep it different here on this channel. Now, first of all, hats off to Anthony Joshua. I didn't make an Anthony Joshua video, and I just want to take my hat off to him on his brilliant performance last night. Stopping Otto Vailene. I think it was round 5. Otto Vailene didn't even come back out after round 5. He looked spectacular, guys. He looked like the Anthony Joshua that people have been wanting to see. He was fast. He looked confident. He wasn't robotic and stiff. He was very athletic in the ring, very strong. I like seeing that from Anthony Joshua. And I'm going to tell you guys, that Anthony Joshua that I saw last night definitely beats the Wilder that we saw last night. So that's huge. That's huge in my opinion. Now let's get back to this Wilder thing. Wilder lost last night, guys. He lost every round. We talked about that in the last video. He lost every round. And a lot of people are wondering what is going on with Deontay Wilder. I think it was a number of things that played into him and his poor performance. First of all, I think inactivity. You guys know I talk about this a lot. Inactivity is a curse. It's detrimental to a fighter. He had been out of the ring for, I think, almost a year. I think he fought Robert Helenius in October of 22, and that was a 1-round fight. So he hadn't really gotten in any rounds since the Tyson Fury fight. So I think that, played a factor. It wasn't the end all be all reason, that he lost the fight, but I think that definitely played into him losing the fight. Number two, the knockout from Tyson Fury in the third fight. I don't care what anybody says. When you get knocked out cold like that, that's going to linger. That's going to psychologically linger in your mind, and it's going to make you hesitant a lot. And I saw that a lot in Deontay Wilder in the fight. He was very hesitant into the fight. And that leads me to the third thing. Not throwing the jab, not setting up his punches, being reluctant to let the right hand go. And that had to do, I think, with the psychological mindset that, he didn't want to get knocked out like that again. And that's understandable. A lot of times it's going to make you gun shy. We've seen that with Adrian Broner after the Marcos Maidana fight. He was never the same fighter again. So I think that had a big reason of him not being so, I would say, aggressive in the fight like he should have been. I think he should have been flicking that jab out a lot. I think he should have been going to the body. I think he should have been throwing that right hand, left hooks to the body. He just didn't do anything. He was using a lot of lateral movement, but he wasn't letting his hands go. And you can't win a fight if you don't let your hands go. So I think that played a big factor in him losing the fight as well. The last thing I think that played a factor was, the hunger. I think the hunger is gone with Deontay Wilder when it comes to the fight game. You seen him in the lead up to the fight. He was very nice. He was very humble. He wasn't the same Wilder, with the mean mug and the demeanor. He just seemed like he was happy just to be there, and you're going to need that killer instinct when you're in the heavyweight division, in a division where one punch can change everything. So he seemed to have kind of mellowed out a lot. And I don't think that, played for him well in the fight. Not to take anything away from Joseph Parker. I thought Joseph Parker fought a brilliant fight. Him being extremely active this year, fighting 3 times even before this fight, he was going to be completely sharp. And that, like I said, that makes a difference. He had a great game plan and he put on a great performance, and Wilder just didn't show up. So, and even if Wilder did show up, there's no saying that he would win the fight. I'm just saying what, he didn't bring to the table, what could have helped him in the fight, and things that were playing psychologically in his mind, I would say. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about, guys. Those are my reasons that I think Wilder didn't perform well in the fight. He didn't really perform at all, in my opinion. Now, I heard Anthony Joshua saying he's still open to fighting Deontay Wilder. I don't think Wilder can beat that Anthony Joshua we saw last night. But I think people will probably still watch the fight. I think it still does well. I definitely wouldn't pick Wilder to win that fight, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens next. I want to see Big Bang Zhang get a shot. I think that guy is phenomenal. I think he's scary. He's going to be one of those guys that get ducked for a while. But I hope he gets an opportunity to step up to the plate and fight for a title. But that's just, I'm coming out of left field with that one. I'm just interested in seeing Big Bang Zhang get an opportunity because I like his fighting style. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder. What do you think happened to him last night? Do you think he should hang it up? You think it's over? You think the hunger's gone? Or do you think he should, live to fight another day? You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.